Timmy! Timmy! Timmy!
No, it's Jimmy. Blah, blah, blah. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Jimmy James. You are watching Catch It Live First. This afternoon we've got the second half goals from around the UK and Europe as they go in. We've also got coverage of, well, commentary, of the Dundee Derby. Currently, at half-time, it is Dundee United 0, Dundee FC 1. Up here, we've got the animations. We'll also, when anything happens, we'll have a cheeky little snapshot of what's just happened. Obviously, it's slightly delayed, so it's not live, but you can see what's gone on earlier than probably anywhere else, actually. If you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button, ping that notifications bell, and if you can give us a thumbs up, that would be absolutely fantastic. Now, hopefully everything's okay with the volumes. If it's not, please let us know in live chat. We'll quickly go through the earlier kickoffs. There was a derby up in Scotland played earlier on, and it was the Old Firm derby. Frankie James says volumes are fine. Thank you very much, Frankie. It was Celtic hosting Rangers. And at half-time, Celtic went in with a 1-0 lead. Celtic went in with a 1-0 lead. However, the wheels came off in the second half and they got put to the sword by Rangers. Final score, Celtic 1, Rangers 3. The manager, afterwards being interviewed, he looks clueless, to be honest. I don't know how long Celtic are going to put up with him, but he doesn't look like he knows exactly what he's doing. And all I can say is if Celtic keep hold of him, they'll be lucky to stay in the Scottish Premiership because the players are not responding to him. The fans are not responding to him. The fans are outside the ground as we speak, protesting. And obviously it's an exaggeration. They're not going to go down, but blimey, they look shocking. They do look shocking. And if you're a West Ham fan thinking you're going to go to Wolves today and turn Wolves over, nailed on 3 points, I'm afraid it's not happening for you. It's currently at half-time, Wolves 3, West Ham 0. You know, no doubt during the week, all of the West Ham fans will have been laughing at Manchester United just managing to hold on for a draw against Wolves at the bottom of the league. Not so funny now, is it? Not so funny. They're playing better than their position would suggest, our Wolves. And I think that game at Old Trafford during the week has given them a little bit of a boost, a shot in the arm. And they've certainly come out today. And it looks like they're going to put West Ham to the sword. Unless West Ham come back in this second half and do something spectacular, Wolves are going to be picking up 3 points. There has been another goal as well for Brighton. Brighton have just scored. Goal scorer to follow in that one. But like I said, we will go through the half-time scores in the Premier League. A game that finished earlier, it was Aston Villa 3, Nottingham Forest 1. Comfortable victory there for Villa. Good recovery after that performance against Arsenal. And Brighton, it is Brighton 2, Burnley 0. It was Yassin Ayari on 47 minutes, doubling Brighton's lead. Looks like they are going to be taking the points. They are going to be taking the points today. Just kicked off in the Dundee Derby. Second half, we've got 46 minutes on the clock. So what I'm watching is just a little bit behind, but feel free to keep your eye up here because if anything of importance does happen, we will have, as you can see, we'll have the almost instantaneous highlight Also, in the AFCON, there's been a goal. Senegal 0, Sudan 1. Amir Abdallah Yunis on 6 minutes, putting Sudan into the lead. Nice and early there. Often them AFCON games are a little bit tight, aren't they? Get a lot of 0-0s in that, but we're not getting one today, that is for sure. So Aston Villa putting Nottingham Forest to the sword, winning 3-1. Currently, as we've just heard, Brighton 2, Burnley 0. Wolves 3, West Ham 0. And Bournemouth and Arsenal, that is a 5:30 kickoff this evening. Lots of postponed games today due to frozen pitches. No surprise there. In the National League, Aldershot and Solihull Mowers, Altrincham and Morecambe, Boreham Wood, York City, Rochdale, Brackley Town, Scunthorpe and Sutton, Southend and Truro, and Woking and Hartlepool all have succumbed to frozen pitches, so they will not be playing today. In the National League North, Alfreton and Hereford, Chorley and Leamington, Darlington, Macclesfield, Peterborough Sports and Marine, Radcliffe and Oxford City, and Spennymoor and Telford. They won't be kicking a ball today. Frozen pitches. And in the National League South, Bath and Ebbsfleet, Chelmsford and Maidstone, Dover and Torquay, Hampton and Richmond, and Chesham, Hornchurch and Salisbury. Matches postponed. Frozen pitches. NPL Premier Division, Hebburn Town and Whitby, Prescott and Warrington Rylands, frozen pitches. And Southern League Premier Central, Alvechurch, Stourbridge, Banbury, Harborough, Bishop Stortford, Rail Bedford, Burytown, Leicester, Kettering, Stratford, Needham Market, Sudbury, Corn and Stamford, all frozen off. And in the Premier, Southern League Premier South, Berkhamsted and Hanwell Town, Farnham and Dorchester, Yate Town and Hungerford. They will not be playing frozen pitch. And in the Estimon League, Cheshunt and St Albans, Cray Valley and Welling, Dartford and Ramsgate, Dulwich Hamlet, Whitehawk, Wingate and Finchley and Potters Bar. You know what I'm going to say? Frozen pitches. Probably played havoc with my coupon that as well. I put an 11-fold accumulator on, over 3.5 goals. So 4 goals or more in each of these games. £1 stake, returns is £480,110.79. I'm not sure if these games at the bottom, well, I know that one's not going to... I'm not sure if some of these games have been postponed, so obviously that is going to affect the payout. That's if we get one. Be nice. It would be nice. Pay off Christmas. Partick Thistle 1, Morton 2. Ben Stanway on 50 minutes getting Partick Thistle on the scoreboard, but they are still trailing. And Tindella 2, Aruka 1. Jordan Sibiechu on 34 minutes, putting Tondela into the lead. Dundee United still trailing Dundee FC. Do you know they would have been looking, I put in the description of this, they wouldn't want to be slipping up today as Celtic have done. They are in, I think they're in 6th place at the moment, Dundee United, and they'll be wanting to consolidate that position. The reason I say that is they are I think they're level on 25 points with, let's have a look rather than guess. Dundee United, yeah, they are level on 25 points with Falkirk. Falkirk currently drawing 0-0 with Aberdeen, and Aberdeen above Dundee United by just the 1 point. So it really is tight in that 6th, 7th and 8th place between Aberdeen, Dundee United and Falkirk. Dundee FC, they're not too far behind though. This victory would put them on 22 points. So a really important game for both teams. I've got a feeling Celtic are going to make a change in the managerial stakes pretty soon. They can't keep this manager. They just can't do it. Our original poster says Dundee have that. Okay, need a little bit more info there, seeing as both teams are Dundee. Are you talking about Dundee FC or are you talking about Dundee United? Celtic Hearts 0, Alloa 1. Callum Adamson on 55 minutes, putting Alloa into the lead. And just to add as well, we have got down the bottom a recording 10K women. Cross-country skiing, if that's your thing, expand it for a bigger view. Says Dundee that Dundee United will win. You think a comeback in the second half is on, do you? The odds will be against you statistically. Remember, every time a team is winning at half-time, only 1 in 17 matches will they lose. They might draw or win, but only 1 in 17 matches will the other team come back and beat them. Our original poster had a bet on the other night with the AFCON games, an accumulator. All went in your way, all went your way, didn't it, mate? And then Liverpool drawing 0-0. Let you down. But just to not rub salt in the wounds, because it's already a done deal that your bet's down, isn't it? But Manchester City not being able to get a victory over Sunderland, finishing 0-0. It was a day for 0-0s in the Premier League, that is for sure. You know my thoughts on 0-0s? And City, yep, and City. So basically, they both did you. Celtic Hearts 0, Alloa 1, Callum Adamson on 55 minutes. That's the last goal that we've had going. Cost me some pennies, that gambled. That's what Harv's saying. Well, not to worry, mate, not to worry. You had a good win, and blimey, you had a good win, made a few £100 before you go off on your travels. Carrick Rangers 0, Glentoran 6. That's going to get ugly, that. I mean, it's already ugly, but once you get to 7, it doesn't sound like a football score, does it? It sounds like a good hammering. I mean, six is a good hammering, but 7 is it just sounds worse. Billericay 1, #1. Billericay getting back on level terms there, and Al Riffa 2, Malkia 0. Linfield 3, Bangor FC 0. We won't say goal scorers to follow in that because nobody ever puts those details up. Just watching this Dundee game, Dundee seem to be on the front foot. Chance here now for Dundee United to break, though, down this right-hand side. It's Stevenson. He needs to put a cross in, but there's nobody there. Puts a deep cross in, went past everybody. The keeper's running after it. Lumps it out for, I don't think it went for a throw-in, actually. But yeah, Stevenson breaking down the right-hand side there for Dundee United. He put a cross in. There's nobody there. Nobody. Let's have a look at my bet's doing. I'm not sure if it's got a few markets suspended, cash out. Excuse me. There's a few games, I think. Portadown and Cliftonville, Weymouth and Wimborne, Uxbridge and Chertsey. They should have kicked off at 3, so I can't remember all the games that I spoke about earlier on that have been lost due to frozen pitches. They may well be in that group, as it looks like he's walking and at Hartlepool. So if it does come off, I certainly won't be winning 480,000. Harv says, shocking from them. That's it. That's shocking. I'm assuming you were talking about Manchester City. Chance here for Dundee United. Side-footed shot, useless. That was from Waters. No pace on it. Have a look at this. Try and show you at the top. Ball's pulled back to him. I don't even think it was a shot. I think it was a pass, actually. Yeah. Not good enough. Not good enough. Harvo P says, you have a bet on Jimmy? I certainly do, mate, as I've just said. It's in progress, but I think some of the games have been postponed. So what the actual payout would be, it certainly isn't going to be 480 grand, that's for sure. Whatever it is, though, I'll take it. I'll take it. Just having a look at the highlights from Blimey. How did Ollie Watkins miss that? He only had the keeper to beat, side-footed it. Good save by the keeper, actually. He was on top of Ollie Watkins. And poor defending, though, from Nottingham Forest. Motherwell 2, St Mirren 0. Elliot Watt on 57 minutes. Doubling Motherwell's lead. And Kilmarnock 1, Hibernian 1, Tyrese John Rules on 57 minutes. Getting Kilmarnock back level. Just looking at that goal there from Ollie Watkins outside the box. What a shot that was. No chance for the keeper. I'm just looking at McGinn. Reacted quickest in the box there. Once again, no chance for the keeper. That's a decent finish from Gibbs White. Corner comes in. Don't know what happened there for the second goal for McGinn. I was just watching this Dundee game and looked up, and something definitely happened for McGinn's second goal. It looked like possibly poor defending. Harvo P says, Gibbs White is a great player. Yeah, I know you would like him at Old Trafford. And Scottish Premier League, big goal. Falkirk 1, Aberdeen 0. Philip Lisser in the 58th minute, putting Falkirk into the lead. That's good news for Dundee United if they can get back into this game. Because they would be level, if that Falkirk game stays as it is now, they would be level on points with Aberdeen. Just looking at these skiers, they've got some thighs on them, haven't they? They could crush nuts with them, that is for sure. Dundee have just made, not to say Dundee United, aren't I? They've made a change. Waters has just come off. The last game these two played against each other, Dundee United and Dundee FC, I think it finished 2-2. It'd be nice if it finished like that today. I've got them as one of my games to have 4 or more goals in. Chance here for Dundee FC. Shot comes in, it's blocked, deflected. Falls to, I'm not sure who it fell to. Shot came in, keeper with a good saves with his leg, goes behind for a corner. Have a look at, as you can see, hopefully, expand it for a better view. Good save by the keeper there. You can see there from that save, yeah, he caught it on his shin, didn't he? So didn't really get any power behind it. Linfield 4, Bangor FC 1, Bangor FC on the score sheet, but that's a done deal. Stranraer have pulled level against Edinburgh City. It's now 1-1, and it was Deryn Lang in the 64th minute getting Stranraer back on level terms. Buxton 0, South Shields 1, Carlisle 2, Wealdstone 0, and Hales Owen 1, Bromsgrove 1, Hales Owen getting back level. So I had, during the week, I was out in the back garden. Just says, Stranraer? If you know, you know. If you don't, it's a reference to Phoenix Knights. The great Peter Kay. Yeah, during the week, I was in the back garden. It was pitch black. There was a full moon. And I was just outside with my phone. I looked up and I could see this. I thought, what is that? What is it? Is it a star? Is it a, what is it? And I took a picture of it just with my mobile and zoomed in. That's what I got. It is a picture of, I believe, Sirius. Just taken with my mobile phone and then zoomed in. And that's what I saw. So I had a quick look online and it said, oh, it looks like it's flashing in that because of the light from it as it hits Earth's atmosphere and all this jazz. But I thought that was a really good picture saying it was taken with a mobile phone. Educational, you see. Give it a try. If you see it in the sky, zoom in on it and take a photo and then zoom in. See if you can get a better photo than that. Boston United 2, Eastleigh 1. It was Kieran Donnelly on the 58th minute, putting Boston United into the lead. Let's have a quick look, see how that affects. Let's not actually. Clyde 1, Forfar 1, Taylor Sutherland on 66 minutes. Getting Clyde back on level terms. And Carlisle 2, Wealdstone 0. It was Aaron Hayden on 60 minutes, doubling Carlisle's lead. Clyde and Forfar. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at that. Just got to find the... I can't find that anywhere. Must be on there somewhere. It must be on there somewhere. Scottish League... apologies, it's right at the top. And it'd help if I put my glasses on as well. Oh, that's a bit better. Clyde and Forfar. Clyde getting back on level terms. Keeps them in third place. Keeps them in third place. They are currently... Spartans are winning, so they're 9 points behind. And as for Forfar, they would be in 5th place on 23 points. However, if they can get a victory today, they move up into 4th place. They would leapfrog Stranraer, who we've just heard are currently drawing 1-1 with Edinburgh City. Got the darts final tonight, haven't we, as well? Luke the Nuke against the Dutch guy. I can't pronounce his name, so I won't even try. But is he the new Michael van Gerwen? The Dutch will be hoping so. And Spartans FC 2, Dumbarton 0. Mark McNulty on 67 minutes. I think that was the last goal we had going. Tamworth 2, Gateshead 1. Tamworth taking the lead. And Connors Quay 3, Barry 1. Connors Quay pulling away there. Tamworth 2, Gateshead 1. Oliver Lynch on 62 minutes. Putting Tamworth, I think Tamworth back into the lead. Quick rundown of what's happening in the Premier League in England. Still Brighton 2, Burnley 0. And at Molineux, it's still Wolves 3, West Ham 0. Shouldn't laugh. But I know the West Ham fans will have been blowing bubbles the other night when Wolves got a draw at Old Trafford. Just looking at a corner coming in from the left-hand side for Dundee United. No power on the header goalwards. Keeper just watches it go past his left-hand post. Could have thrown his cap on it. It went that slowly. 66 minutes gone. Probably a little bit more, actually, because the stream I'm watching is a little bit a little bit behind on Sky. I'm watching it on Sky Go, which is always a little bit of a delay. Western-super-Mare 3, Farnham 0. And I have no goal scorer for you on that one because they don't update it quick enough. Dundee FC trying to come down that left-hand side. All played into the channel. Defender makes a hash of it. And I'm not sure who it was, but it tries to put a cross in on the stretch. Just puts it behind for a goal kick. That was... I can't tell you because for some reason the lineup has disappeared and I don't know the players, I've got to be honest with you, so I couldn't tell you who put a poor crossing. Ah, here we are, the lineup is back. I think it was Hamilton. Oh, chance here now for Dundee United. Cross comes in. Blocked. It's gone behind for a corner down that left-hand side once again. They're just trying to build a little bit of pressure now, Dundee United, and they need to because time is running out. We're pushing towards 70 minutes and they're still losing by 0-1. Yeah, I saw the goal in the first half and it was just poor defending. I think it was Kamara who didn't commit to attacking the ball. It went over his head. And then there was Hay just reacted quicker than the Dundee United defence. But it passed the keeper to his right-hand side. It was the killer blow of the first half, that's for sure. Only goal of the game so far. Cross comes in from the left-hand side from Dundee United. Not good enough, easily cleared. The problem is, though, they're just starting to sit a little bit deep now, Dundee FC, which I don't suppose you can blame them. They've got that 1-goal lead. It's down to Dundee United. Come and break us down, and they can't as it stands. The keeper goes long. Towering header from Graham. He's had a good game, the centre-half, for Dundee FC. Down the left-hand side, they're in again, though, Dundee United. It's pulled back to the penalty area. Volleyed, hits the defender. I think it was Kamara with the volley. Got a decent enough strike, but didn't trouble the keeper because the defender got in the way. Ball's still not cleared, though. Edge of the box now for Dundee United. Now it's with Kamara. Keeps it coming to the right-hand side. It's a low cross into the box, and that man Graham again volleys it clear. Recycled again, though, by Dundee United, and the lungs will be busting Dundee FC at the minute. The ball's not going to play for, must be a good couple of minutes now, if not more. Cross comes in. Oh, no. The cross came in. Fatah, he didn't really attack it with any conviction. See if I can show you this. If they do show the cross that came in, he didn't amble in, but not amble in who got her head chopped off. But there was the volley. And then hopefully they'll show us. This is it. Fatah. Oh, no, it's not actually. It's when the ball came from the right-hand side. Fatah just didn't attack it at all. AFCON. It's now Senegal 1, Sudan 1, P8 Gay on 29 minutes, getting Senegal back on level terms, and Boston United 1, Eastleigh 2. Aaron Blair on 58 minutes, putting Eastleigh into the lead. Scottish Premiership, big goal. Kilmarnock 1, Hibernian 2. LA Yuan on 71 minutes, putting Hibernian into the lead. Forest Green have equalised against Halifax. Ricardo Rees on 67 minutes makes it 1-1 there. Chance again for Dundee United. Do you know, you get the feeling of looking at this, it's good save by the keeper. You just get a feeling that no matter what Dundee United do, they are not going to make these chances count. You can see here, cross comes in. Oh, we're not going to see that because they've taken the corner quickly. So we didn't really see the corner, or we didn't really see the chance. Played back to the edge of the penalty area. Shot that's blocked again. Dundee FC, they're trying to run it out this time. They've actually got numbers. There's a chance to break here on Too much pace on that one. The defender will come across and hopefully not make a pig's ear of it. Yeah, does well. Dundee United will play it out from the back. Arvo P says, hard to believe Sudan scored first against Senegal. It's a funny old game, football. It's a funny old game. Let's just have a look at this chance again from Dundee United. It was a clearance. Oh, good save by the keeper. The thing is, the ball was caught under his feet and he didn't really get a good connection, but the keeper at full stretch there, cracking save. McCracken with a cracking save. Everybody getting ready for the darts tonight. I think we know what the result's going to be, but, you know, you got to be in it to win it. And Hurdy-gurdy, I can't remember his name, so apologies. You know, he's played well against Anderson. Comfortable victory. I think playing Luke the Nuke, though, is going to be a different kettle of fish. Not sure what time it starts, but I'll certainly be watching that. Forest Green 1, Halifax 1, Ricardo Reese on 67 minutes. We did that one. It's now Kelty Hearts 1, Alloa 1, Aaron Arnott on 75 minutes, getting Kelty Hearts back on level terms. If your last name is Arnott, do not call your son Aaron. Aaron Arnott. I mean, come on. They must have known what they were doing. For a start off, all the jokes about Alcoholics Anonymous or your car breaking down, AA. Think about what you're calling your kids. They've got to go to school with that name, Aaron Arnott. I mean, it's a good name. But think about what you're calling your kids. Come on. Give the lad a chance. Tom Robson for Clyde, 76 minutes. He's not scored. He's been sent off. Second bookable offence. And up in Dundee, it is still Dundee United 0, Dundee FC 1. That first half goal from here. The only goal of the game so far. Funny story for you. I once went many years ago. I was doing some fabrication work on Dundee Hospital. Stood right on the roof. And when you look at Dundee, they're almost across the road from each other. If you hiked up a big greenie, you could probably spit from one stadium to the other. And there's obviously a reason why there are two teams in Dundee. At some stage over the years, has nobody ever thought, look, let's combine the two teams and come up with one team? Then at least we can try and challenge Rangers, we can try and challenge Celtic, we can try and challenge Hearts, Aberdeen. They're always thereabouts, the Dundee teams, aren't they? But they're never actually pushing for championships or anything like that. And I'm pretty sure that if they could join the two teams together, they'd have a much better chance. I don't think the fans would have it, though. But times are going to get difficult financially. Will it ever happen? I would never say never. Partick Thistle 2, Morton 2. Kyle Turner on 77 minutes, getting Partick Thistle back on level terms. Let's have a look how that goal affects the Scottish Championship. Got to find it first. Hopefully I get a better result than that. There we are. Straight to it. So Partick Thistle now with a share of the points. That would keep them in... Well, they're going to stay in second place anyway. St Johnstone have got a comfortable lead, 7-point lead in that Scottish Championship. And they're currently, St Johnstone, winning 1-0 against Arbroath, which is a kind of top of the table-ish clash. Arbroath in third. St Johnstone, top of the league. If it stays like this, there'll be a 12-point difference between the two. But Partick Thistle 2, that keeps them in a share of the points at the minute in second place. Morton, though, who are in seventh on just 23 points, and they've been a little bit... Now, they've only won one of the last 5 games. Obviously, they're drawing today as well. But away from home, Morton putting in a good performance. Just having a look at a chance here for Dundee FC. Edge of the box. Shot comes in. Wide of the keeper's right-hand post. Did it take a deflection? No. We've got back underway with a goal kick. Don't forget there's one more game being played in the Premier League today. 5:30 kickoff. That will be Bournemouth hosting Arsenal. Should be be a comfortable victory for Arsenal. But it's the Premier League. You never know what's going to happen. Stenhousemuir 2, Queen of the South 0. Nicky Jamieson on 80 minutes, doubling Stenhousemuir's lead, and that's probably going to wrap it up for Stenhousemuir. How's that affecting? How's that going to affect the league? Let's have a look for you. We don't often get a chance to do this with the Scottish football, so it's quite nice. Stenhousemuir, top of the league. Victory today would keep them top of the league. Inverness, Cali Thistle, they're not playing. Second on 33 points. This victory today, if it stays like that for Stenhousemuir, puts them top of the league by 1 point. But Inverness will have 2 games in hand. And Queen of the South, they would remain in 3rd place. That's assuming that Alloa only draw with Celtic Hearts because there's 1 point difference. So Celtic Hearts at the moment, bottom of the league. But they are drawing 1-1 with Alloa. Harvey OP says, what minute is the Dundee game in? It is on my stream, it's the 78 minutes have gone. So it's probably 79 minutes, something like that. Actually, if you zoom in and look on the animation up here, that will be accurate. The cross-country skiers, they're still going. The women's 10K from Toblach. Tiverton 1, Taunton 1. Taunton getting back on level terms, and over in France, it is Monaco 0, Lyon 1. And a score correction now. Merthyr Town 1, Kings Lynn 1. That Kings Lynn goal has been disallowed. But it remains Merthyr Town 1, Kings Lynn 0. Monaco 0, Lyon 1. Pavel Such on 38 minutes, putting Lyon into the lead. And David Watson for Kilmarnock on 80 minutes. He's not scored. He's been a naughty boy. He's been sent off for serious foul play. Tonebridge 2, Dorking 2. Tonebridge back on level terms now. As are Gloucester against Evesham. Gloucester 2, Evesham 2. Spalding United 3, Barwell 0. Good day for Spalding United. Let's have a look at... let's have a look how that affects the league. Spalding United. I do like the lower leagues, I've got to say. As I keep saying, I've got to say. So it's a Southern League Premier Central. Still top of the league, Spalding, with this 3-0 lead they've got against Barwell. They've also got a 6-point lead at the moment. Harborough are not playing today at frozen pitch. So if it stays like this, Spalding United will have a 6-point lead. However, Harborough in second place. They've got 4 games in hand. So for whatever reason, they've got themselves behind on the fixtures. Quorn are in 3rd place on 41 points. Hales 0 3. Bromsgrove 1. That would move Hales Owen into 4th on goal difference. Chance here for Dundee FC Shot comes in, didn't get any power on it though, and keeper down to his left smartly, makes a save, goes long from the clearance. They look too strong in the air at the back, Dundee FC. They're getting no joy, Dundee United, with these long balls or the crosses, or referees letting play go on. The challenges are flying in here. I think the referee's just letting everybody get on with it. He ain't blowing his whistle, so I think the players are responding to that now and just getting up and getting on with it. I mean, that's a Dundee FC on the attack here. Chance with one-on-one with the keeper. Defender comes across. Shot comes in. It's blocked. Rebounds back to Dundee FC. Edge of the box. They're slowing things down a little bit. Now there's space for a shot. Shot comes in. It's blocked. And the deflection goes, oh, blimey, O'Reilly, governor. The challenge is, finally, the referee blows his whistle. And I think the challenge by Cumetio was a little bit too robust. However, the referee just kept his card in his pocket. Nothing more than a free kick. And in fairness to the players, they're just getting on with it. This is what we like to see. Cross comes in, headed back goalwards, across the goal. Once again, Dundee FC quicker to the ball, and no foul's committed. All the danger's gone. And it was Robertson. It's just getting a little bit feisty, as you would expect. Now the referee's having what's the referee doing here? He's having a little bit of a word with Kamara. Oh, no, he is getting his card out. That was like a throwback to the good old days when you could put a challenge in and the referee didn't keep blowing his whistle every 30 seconds. Aboriginal Post has just joined me. He's off on his travels day after tomorrow.
Going off in here.
It's all going off, mate, at Dundee. Some of the tackles that went in, and the referees finally decided that was the one that was going to get a yellow card. Tamworth 3, Gateshead 1, Stefan Moles on 80 minutes. Tamworth pulling away. Osasuna 1, Atletico 1. Gorka Gurizeta on 71 minutes, getting Atletico back on level terms. That's in La Liga. And still coming to the final knockings of this Dundee derby. And despite banging at the door, Dundee United just cannot get the ball past the keeper, either through poor finishing or when they do get the opportunity, the keeper's pulling off great saves. Let's have a quick look at the Premier League just to see what's going on there. It is still Brighton 2, Burnley 0. And it's still at Molineux. It's still Wolverhampton Wanderers 3, West Ham 0. Don't shoot the messenger. Don't forget tonight, Bournemouth and Arsenal. That's a 5:30 kickoff. Five minutes plus stoppage time to go in this Dundee derby. Dundee FC just lumping that ball. Do you know they keep winning? They're winning the first ball. If they can't win the first ball, Dundee FC, they're winning the second ball, and they've got a throw-in now down this left-hand side. Everton 2 now, Taunton 1. And it's a bad day for Plymouth Parkway. They are getting thumped by Poole. It is currently 6-0. Worthing 1, Chippenham 2. Worthing on the score sheet, but still trailing and running out of time if they're going to get anything from that fixture. And there's a chance for Dundee United to break down this left-hand side. Everything that Dundee United do where they look dangerous comes down that left-hand side. Cross comes in again. Chance here. Once again, great defending in the air from Dundee FC. Cumetio has been immense at the back, as has Graham. Recycled though by Dundee United. Another cross comes into the middle. It's headed goalwards, but wide of the keeper's right-hand post, and he just lets that sail away. No doubt he'll take his time now with this goal kick. And time is running out for Dundee United. Definitely done for my Coupon.
Minute of it.
Well, mine's showing 85 minutes, so whatever it is on that, I can't see what that is. It's too small for me. In my stream, I'm using Sky Go for this match, so it's normally 60 seconds, a minute and a half, something like that behind. Hopefully you're enjoying the skiing. The women are still going. 10k on skis. I've only ever skied 3 times in my life. Keep getting my skis crossed. Just a little movement with your ankles and your skis cross over. You've got to keep them straight. And I once thought, I've got it. Coming downhill, couldn't stop. Hit the plastic fencing at the bottom with my skis. Shot forward, broke my nose. And I'm still better than Eddie the Eagle. Dundee United again, crossing it from that left-hand side, but they're not aiming for anybody. They just cross it into the box and they're hoping somebody's going to get on the end of it. Robertson and Kumetio, everything that comes in, they're just clearing up. Forest Green 2, FC Halifax 2 now. They took the lead again, Forest Green, on 78 minutes through Ricardo Reis, but goal scorer to follow. Halifax are back on level terms. Western-super-Mare 4 now, Farnborough 1, Western-super-Mare pulling away. And well, it is a score correction. It is Forest Green 2, FC Halifax 1. That's equaliser has been ruled out. And it's now Senegal 2, Sudan 1. Sudan taking as Harv original poster said, a shot lead. But Senegal have come roaring back through Pierre Guy. 3 minutes into added on time at the end of the first half. That's a brace on the day for him. I don't know if it would be Guy or Gay. I'm not sure how you would pronounce it, so we'll go with Gay. Sounds happier. And Ospitaletto 0, Lecco 1. I couldn't even tell you which league that's in. But if it matters for you, maybe for your coupon, well done.
Dundee get 1 back.
You reckon? Have you been watching this game? If they score it, it'll be a miracle. Harv original poster sat at the side of me now reckons if Dundee United get 1 back, they'll go and get a winner also. Well, they're going to have to move quickly because we're almost into added on time. And don't forget, 17-1. One sure losing at half time. Only 1 in 17 games will you come back and get anything from that game. Well, you might get a draw, but you're not going to win it. And it's now Monaco 1, Lyon 1. Goal scorer to follow there, hopefully. And it has finished Carrick Rangers 0, Glentoran 7. They did get that 7th. Sounds a lot worse than 6 for some reason. Just in case you missed it earlier and you're joining us late, I was in the garden the other evening, looked at the sky, thought, what is that star? And that is what it is. It was Sirius. So I believe, according to ChatGPT. Took that with my Samsung S10 or whatever it is, an old mobile phone. Pretty good picture, that, isn't it? Monaco 1, Lyon 1. It was Mamadou Koulibaly on 45 minutes, plus 4 minutes into added on time. He got the equaliser. And Tondela 3, Aruka 1. Rodriguez on 60 minutes. Tondela pulling away. Just waiting to see how much added on time there is at the end of this match now, the Dundee derby. Surprised there's not been a sending off. Lots of full times coming through now. Unfortunate slip there for the Dundee striker, Dundee United striker. And it's just hoofed clear by Dundee FC. Long ball chance now down this right-hand side for Dundee United, driving into the penalty area. 3 defenders have come closing that down. That's commitment to the cause. Tries putting a cross in. It's blocked. It's gone for a corner down the right-hand side. Almira 3, Granada 1. Almira pulling away. And Horsham FC 1, Maidenhead 2. Maidenhead with a late goal there. Probably going to take all 3 points now. And Kilmarnock 1, Hibernian 3. Wrapping it up are Hibs. Nothing comes from the corner. Trying to recycle it though, Dundee United. It's going to be a ball lumped over to the... Well, I thought it was going to go central. They've gone over to that left-hand side. Too much on it though. Straight out of play. The Dundee FC fans are cheering. And I think the Dundee United fans are resigned to the fact that today's just not going to be their day. Late winner it looks like for Partick Thistle against Morton. Partick Thistle 3, Morton 2. Tony Watt, the bright spark that he is, hey, on 94 minutes, giving Partick Thistle an invaluable lead. And it's just come through now. Newington and Dundee, that game has been postponed. Ards and Limavady also postponed. I think we might have a card coming here. Kamara there, he's getting a little bit frustrated, the central midfield player for Dundee United. Left one on. I couldn't see who he left one on, but let's have a look. Oh no, he pulled out of it. It's not even a free kick. You should be ashamed of yourself, son. Your mother's going to see that. Diving like that. I'm not surprised Kamara was upset. Absolutely shocking. That game has ended though now. 4 minutes have added on time, so I'm about 2 minutes behind on this stream. But looking up at the animation, it's curtains for Dundee United. And I put in the description of this video, they won't want to be slipping up today like Celtic did earlier on. If you missed that game, Celtic were winning at 1-0 at half-time. Rangers came roaring back in that second half, though, put them to the sword. It finished Celtic 1, Rangers 3. And it's got even worse for Plymouth Parkway. It's now Pool 7. Plymouth Parkway 0. There's no point in telling you what happens now with this Dundee FC attack. It's not a penalty, even though it looked like it might have been, because that game has ended. So we can put that one. We can close that one down now. And we'll start going through these final scores in just a couple of minutes. They always finish quickly anyway in Scotland, so they don't like adding a lot of added on time. And a late goal for AFC Totton. AFC Totton 3, Enfield 2. If you're an AFC Totton fan, it looks like you're going to be going home, possibly having a celebratory drink. Why not? It's still classed as a festive period, isn't it, until Monday? Not many people will have gone back to work yesterday. You've got to have a pretty crappy boss who's going to make you go back to work on just the one day. And a late goal as well for Worthing. Worthing 2, Chippenham 2. Getting a share of the points, it would appear. We'll get ready now to pull all these full-time scores together for you. Everything's gone pretty smoothly today with this stream. Quite surprised. You're a good luck omen. Right, we can start off with almost finished. They've almost finished at Molineux. And it is still Wolves 3, West Ham 0. Right. Yeah, we'll start off with the English Premier League. It is Aston Villa 3, Nottingham Forest 1, Brighton 2, Burnley 0. As we've just heard, Wolves 3, West Ham 0. That game is still being played into the 3rd minute of added on time there. Bournemouth and Arsenal, that's a 5:30 kick-off this evening. National League, Boston United 1, Eastleigh 2. That game's into added on time, 4 minutes currently being played. Forest Green 2, FC Halifax 1. That game's also into injury time, as is Tamworth 3, Gateshead 1. Yeovil and Braintree, that's a 5:30 kick-off this evening. Rest of the games in that league postponed due to frozen pitches. National League North, Bedford 0, AFC Fylde 2. Buxton 1, South Shields 1. That game into injury time. Chester 0, Worksop 1. That game also in injury time. Kidderminster 1, Curzon Ashton 0. Into 4 minutes of added on time there. Merthyr Town 1, Kings Lynn 0. Southport 1, Scarborough 1. All the other games postponed, frozen pitches. National League South, AFC Totton 3, Enfield Town 2. That game's into added on time. Hemel Hempstead 1, Dagenham and Redbridge 0. Horsham FC 1, Maidenhead 2. Slough 2, Eastbourne Borough 1. Tonbridge 2, Dorking 2, added on time being played. Western Supermare 4, Farnborough 1. And Worthing 2, Chippenham 2. MPL Premier Division, just a one game survived the weather today. That finished Hyde 2, Ilkeston 2. Southern League Premier Central, Hales 0-3, Bromsgrove 1. Redditch 1, Worcester 4, added on time being played. Spalding United 3, Barwell 0. And St Ives 2, Royston 2, that game into added on time. Southern League Premier South, Basingstoke 2, Bracknell 1, added on time being played. Gloucester 2, Evesham 2. Haventon Waterlooville 3, Sholing 3, that game into added on time. Poole 7, Plymouth Parkway 0. Tiverton 2, Taunton 1. Uxbridge 0, Chertsey 1, added on time being played, as is Walton and Hersham, where it is Walton and Hersham 2, Gosport 0. Weymouth 1, Wimborne 1. All the other games postponed, frozen pitches. Histerman League Premier Division, Billericay 1, Hashtag 2. Brentwood 1, Cray Wanderers 4, that game into added on time. Burgess Hill 2, Lewes 1. Chichester 2, Carshalton 1 in the 89th minute there. Folkestone 0, Chatham 2, that game's in the 88th minute. Over to France now, Liga 1. Monaco 1, Lyon 1, and that is half-time. Nice and Strasbourg's a 6 o'clock kickoff. Lille and Rennes, that's an 8 or 5 kickoff this evening. Over to Italy now, Serie A. Como 1, Udinese 0. Genoa 1, Pisa 1. Sassuolo 1, Parma 1. Juventus and Lecce, that's a 5 o'clock kickoff. And Atalanta and AS Roma, that's a 7:45 kickoff. This were Krakow's youngster, 19-year-old. He's gone to Lecce. Will he be playing tonight? I doubt it. It's too early since his loan spell. That's all it is, a loan spell. Stazak needs a little bit more weight on him, as I've said, but what a place to go and learn your craft in the Serie A. Can't even get in Viswa's first team. Moving over to the Northern Ireland Premiership. Carrick Rangers 0, Glentoran 7. Crusaders 2, Dungannon 0. Linfield 6, Bangor FC 1. Portadown and Cliftonville, match postponed. Northern Irish Championship, every game was postponed. Liga Portugal, Tondela 3, Arouca 1, that's in the 70th minute. Benfica, Estrela and Braga, both 6 o'clock kickoffs this evening. And AFS and Moriense, that's a 8:30 kickoff this evening. Scottish Premiership, Celtic 1, Rangers 3. Dundee United 0, Dundee FC 1. Falkirk 1, Aberdeen 0. Hearts 1, Livingston 0. Kilmarnock 1, Hibernian 3. And Motherwell 2, St Mirren 0. Scottish Championship, just 2 games surviving. Partick Thistle 3, Morton 2. St Johnstone 1, Arbroath 0. Scottish League 1, Kelty Hearts 1, Alloa 1, Stenhousemuir 2, Queen of the South 0. All the other games postponed. Geezers in live chat. I will see you in 1 minute, my friend. Scottish League 2, Clyde 1, Forfar 1. Spartans 2, Dumbarton 0. Stranraer 1, Edinburgh City 1. Over to La Liga. Celta Vigo 4, Valencia 1. Sasuna 1, Atletico Bilbao 1. That's in the 89th minute. Elche and Villarreal, that's a 5:30 kickoff. Espanyol and Barcelona, that's an 8 p.m. kickoff this evening. Spanish La Liga 2. Cultural Leonesa 1, Real Sociedad B 1. Almeria 3, Granada 1, that's in the 84th minute. Castellon 4, Huesca 1, that's in the 86th minute. Valladolid and Racing Santander, that's a 5:30 kickoff. And Cordoba against Burgos, that's an 8 p.m. kickoff. Welsh Premier League, Connors Quay 3, Barry 1, TNS and Barla, that was match postponed. In the AFCON, it's currently half-time. It is Senegal 2, Sudan 1. Cyprus League, Actionis 0, Limassol 1, Apoel 1, Oralimni 0, that's half-time, and just kicked off, Shilorica 0, Armonia 0. In the Greek Super Cup, Olympiakos 0, Crete 0. That game has been paused. I'll tell you why. And I think there was just, Liga Portugal 2, Fiorenza 2, Leiria 2, and Belgras 1, Oliveirense 0. Finally, Welsh Southern League, Ammanford 2, Yenshire Albions 0, Lantwick Major 0, Bagland Dragons 0. Brickfields and Guys Field match postponed. That's in the Welsh Northern Division. And that's all she wrote for Saturday, the 3rd of January 2026. Where is this year going? The Geezer's in live chat. He says, Happy New Year, Frankie and Jimmy. Happy New Year to you, mate, in Connecticut. I hope it's a little bit warmer than it is here in the UK, although I guess you get colder winters than we do. James is in there. She's saying, Happy New Year, Geezer. Let's hope it's a good one. 2026 is going to be a great year. You've always got to look at it with optimism. Just in case you missed it, Geezer, have a look at this that I found in my garden. Well, looking at the sky in my garden the other day. Took that with my phone. That is the planet Sirius, I believe. That's if I put the right coordinates in anyway. Pretty good saying it was with a mobile phone. And if you didn't know, Geezer, it's finished now. It is a final score. Wolves 3, West Ham United 0. All that's left for me to say is, if you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button, ping that notifications bell, and if you can give me a thumbs up, that would be fantastic. We do need to grow the platform. The Polish Extra Class have said they will do a collaboration with us once we've got a bigger platform where we can live stream all of the Polish Premier League matches. Hopefully Wisła Kraków are going to be in the Extra Class next season. Win, win. And just so I can do a little bit of a short, this is where I'll clip it from. So for the short, the outstanding result today from the English Premier League, it is Wolves 3, West Ham 0. And if you missed it, I took this image on my mobile phone the other evening. That is the planet Sirius. Get out there, get taking some pictures. If you've got anything good you want me to put on the stream, send them in to me. We'll always find time if we've got interesting pictures. All that's left for me to say is, I am Jimmy James. You've been watching Catch It Live first. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday evening, whatever you're doing. Stay warm, stay safe. Enjoy the darts. It's on later. Come on, Luke the Nuke. We'll catch you all sometime next week. I'm not sure when the next stream is. Hit that notifications bell, you won't miss. A geezer's in live chat. He says, you got in under the wire. Yes, got in under the wire. I can't read my own. Yes, got in under the wire. You certainly did, mate. Catch up soon. Take it easy over there in Connecticut. I'll be back soon.